Welcome to another episode of I'm Not Famous. Kerry and Iggy, both here. We're not famous. We're with Xander.
I'm also not famous.
Oh, I was going to say you're slightly more famous than
maybe slightly.
A little bit? All right.
No, I'm not at all. Not at all.
So like some of the other episodes, we're actually on location. We're in Nederland, Colorado with a Nederland.
Dude, you said it right. You're the only person to say it right.
Nederland.
And I'm the only one that hasn't done an interview yet. And I'm the only one that say it right. Anyways, we're at the Nederland Film Festival in Nederland, Colorado. This is a town that's probably best known, only known really, for Frozen Dead Guy Days.
Yeah.
And we've gotten all a story about it, about the... What was he?
The origins of it. He was
Swedish or was he
Norwegian? No, yeah, passed away in Norway.
Yep.
Yeah, passed away in Norway.
Heart attack.
Heart attack. Was skiing alone.
Correct.
Don't ski alone.
Yeah, don't ski alone. I don't ski. Yeah. But and then he had family here who then I didn't get
Somehow
into I didn't get into the whole like expedite or like anything, but his body came here, and then when the grandmother passed away, she was the one who was here. They were like, what are they going to do about those dead bodies in the shed? And of course, when you hear that, like I heard, I was like, yeah, what are they going to do with those dead bodies
So all
in the
the
shed?
local authorities
What are they going to do with those dead bodies in the shed?
This is like 30-something years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just, and then something with the court, they were able to keep it. But yeah, that's the whole story. You didn't know about this.
Anyways, there's literally a dead guy kept on dry ice in a tough shed.
In a tough shed, it's like a
in the city of Nederland,
hot tub.
Colorado. It looked
Yeah,
like
it looked like
that's why I thought it was like a
hot
hot tub. Yeah, with like.
Well, they kept calling it a
especially when you pulled the
sarcophagus.
cover.
Like,
It looked like a
style, you know?
yeah.
It's like a mummy.
But
like,
when you looked inside of there, it kind of looked like it was just like an ice sarcophagus.
right. But I still whenever I hear that word, I think of like old school.
Yeah,
like,
you think
Egypt,
ancient
like,
Egyptian.
movies,
Yeah, you think
know?
ancient
Yeah.
Egyptian. Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting way to describe like in a tough shed and then using a big word like sarcophagus.
There's a pharaoh sarcophagus in the theater here, actually. Just
I was hoping someone was gonna pop out of it at some point. That's for HorrorCon. That's for the horror film
That's for
festival.
Dickens.
Yeah.
So there's this festival or this dead guy days,
Frozen Dead Guy
Frozen
Days.
Dead Guy days
Yeah.
for a weekend, and they said something like thousands of people come up here.
Yeah.
And party all weekend. There's a polar plunge. There's a parade, what was it, a coffin race?
Yeah, so you have the
coffin
Parade of Hurts, or however you say that word, right?
First.
Then you have the coffin races, frozen turkey bowling,
Oh, yeah.
which I participated in. Most people won't know, in Colorado it could be like 60 degrees or it could be snowing in March. The one time I came it was 60, and it more went from like frozen turkey bowling to salmonella turkey bowling because the paper kind of ripped off a few times.
That's dedication.
Yeah, but it's an amazing city, an amazing festival, all kind of surrounded by this whole
story that's
myth.
true.
Yeah.
Well, at some level, it's true because there's a body up there.
There's a body
we
up
have
there.
Witnessed
There's
this
a
now at this
story.
point.
Yeah,
You
there's
say
a story.
supposedly. We have witnessed this at this point.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're not supposed to talk about it in too much detail. So
It's all legal. It's on the up and up. There's nobody was murdered.
It's fine. Yeah, everything's good. The guy
Don't ask me
no foul
questions.
play. He was well dead before we got there.
Well dead.
Well dead. And there was already the giant dumpster of dry ice.
I feel like we
next to
should be
it.
done talking about this by now. Anyway.
Oh, I love it. And I'm so stoked that that's what this city, previous to this though, that's all this city, I think, people associated with this environment.
Mm-hmm.
And then going through what we did today, hopefully this film festival maybe shifts some of that narrative.
We had
away
so it's
from
the
that,
second annual film festival here
Right.
in Nederland.
Mm-hmm.
It's focusing mainly on music. I think as you guys touched in some of the interviews, there's also some mental health aspects to it as
Mental
well.
health aspect, and there's a lot of documentary stuff.
yeah.
So,
So
people
it's
capturing around them.
And it's very Colorado focused, at least one block.
Mm-hmm.
But it is international too. So it's Colorado focused, but it also has all the other stuff. So it's it's pretty interesting. It's cool. The old was it backdoor theater?
Yeah.
I guess through the back door. I get it now.
Yeah.
We had to drive around the building.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, how old were you when you realized this? I was this old. I didn't get it either.
This day's old. Yeah, we drove around the building. Because when we first came in, that's a fun story right there.
Oh yeah, walking in.
I'm like, guys, follow me. I saw people go in this way. And we go in with some guys that I'm like, these guys don't look like they've had a good at least few weeks, probably longer.
Yeah.
And we're walking through, and then you start looking into the rooms on the left and right, and you're like, there's boxes of coats over there. There's a bunch of canned goods over here.
So it was like a homeless shelter.
And we're
walking
like,
through.
oh, so we came in the wrong door.
Yeah.
We came in the wrong door.
But eventually found our way.
To the back
Eventually
door.
found our way to the back door theater.
No jokes to be had there.
No,
Okay.
no.
No jokes to be. Anyways, I don't know. So we're. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, okay.
This is very professional.
This is how you get frozen dead, guys.
Yes.
I think we're all. I'm still just very amped up from that carousel of happiness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Carousel of happiness.
It was amazing.
See, I'm
still like pondering. It took me back to being like, especially like carousels, right? Like we're a little older. You remember what it was like. Maybe in my case, I'll speak specifically. You go to the beach, right, and you go to the end of the whatever it was,
Pier.
and there's a carousel.
It's a pier.
A pier. There we go. I was gonna say ferry for a second. I'm like, that's not right.
Don't ride
That's
the ferry.
not right.
If somebody's saying get on the ferry, I'm going to take you to the carousel.
Exactly.
Don't go.
But I'm thinking
That's
like,
how you get frozen dead, guys.
yeah. But no, that's what I thought about. Like walking down the pier, you got the salt water in your face, and you hear that iconic music.
That
and
carousel.
Yeah, or you see the
Yeah,
lights,
yeah.
and it took me back, a while when you get on those and you start going up and down. Especially when they tell you have to get a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is going to
yeah,
be
they had
fun.
seatbelts.
They had
I was like,
seatbelts.
I was
I mean, they had
worried it was gonna go
seatbelts.
too
Front man
fast.
strapping in right now. Yeah.
I was worried it was going to go too fast because when they said you got to put on seatbelts, I'm like, what kind of carousel?
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on, because this is completely handcrafted. Like, everything you did all this, so I don't know. Are you gonna put Nas in this? Like, are we about to go really fast? I'm trying not to fly off.
You trying to Fast and Furious?
Yeah, that's what I'm
This is
saying.
Fast and Furious 9 carousel of happiness.
The carousel spins and you go to space.
The Dodge Charger just takes it out.
They're going to space. They're going to space.
But something special happened for Kerry on this carousel.
Oh, it was a sad day. These jeans have been with me for a long time.
And did you not joke about it earlier?
I did joke
in the
about
day?
it because I was like, I do not want a hole in my pants throughout the day. And sure enough, this 5'2" frame of mine decided that I'm gonna take the biggest animal in this carousel. I went whole horse style, through the left leg over.
Yeah.
It got caught and it just ripped.
No, you really
I went for it.
You really climbed Mount Porter. Like you were gonna go throw that ring.
Oh man, I had it. I was very confident. Less confident getting off. Not a day to be up
You're
here with a hole in your
Especially because
pants.
all of a sudden then there's kids in line now.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
Because when we get on
That's
there,
weird.
there's nobody.
There's nobody was there.
And then Kerry rips his pants, and we have to get off.
We have an
these,
audience.
and there's an audience
There's
of
an
children.
audience of
Oh yeah, you didn't see me waving at the kid, right?
I saw you.
Yeah,
I
he did
got
not
you on
wave
video
back.
waving. No.
Oh, he did not wave back.
He's waving. He's just like, I don't want your happiness. I want
Yeah.
mine. Get off my ride.
He's like, your ride should be finished.
Yeah.
So I can get on there right now. Why is this thing moving, Dad? I can't get on here right now.
Yeah,
The
now
adults
we're
are
the
like-
old guys. Now
the
we're the
adults
old
are like,
people.
I don't approve of
Well,
this.
they were like, because they're like, wait, what are? There's no
just-
kids on here. There's
it's
just
just
5
five
adults
grown men.
riding.
Yeah.
5 grown men riding
Yeah.
this thing.
A lot of ginger, a lot of red was in effect today.
Is this now the between two
Between
gingers?
two
Is this the
gingers, yeah.
podcast now?
I feel like we should interview
Kerry
you
still
now.
wants to change the name.
I want to change the name. I think it's better.
You jumped on last time. You're
The
just
branding's
like,
already
I'm
out there.
taking over.
I
I'm
did.
taking
I
over.
did. I tried it. I think it's funny. It's paying homage to the great, wonderful Zach Galifianakis, and I got overruled.
You know what? How about this? When you do these
Yeah.
podcasts, this will be between two
Is it?
gingers will be your own personal sub
Yes,
title for this episode.
Okay.
It'll be your own.
but I'm
be a
gonna
title
be
of
by
the
myself.
Yeah, it
and
can be a title
I'm
of
gonna be
the
by
episode.
myself though, next to a ginger root. That's how I'm gonna do it.
So you're put yourself on one side.
Yeah.
A ginger root on the other
Correct,
side.
and the
your
guest.
in the middle.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of
a
guests-
segment within a
Speaking of
segment.
guests, we do have some famous.
We do have
some
we do
famous
have
guests.
famous guests.
We're not. So Kerry doesn't want us to tell you who this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to look closely.
Mhm.
Maybe pause the episode.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let me finish the sentence, then pause the episode. And in the comments below, let us know who this name is. This person is. If you get it right, Kerry will send you a prize.
Yeah, but you also have to name what movie he's from as well.
Kerry doesn't know that one either.
I think I do.
I said the name of the movie 30 times. You're
We
like,
had
no,
this discussion walking
no, that's
in.
not it. I'm like, I have the movie on my show. I'm trying to repeat it without saying
Yeah.
the movie so we don't give it away.
Yeah.
But you're like, no, that's not it.
It's not it.
It's the scene where this thing happens and this.
Yeah.
Yes, it's from that movie.
No.
No, that's
No,
not
it's
it.
not.
You're like Gone with the Wind. I'm like, no.
Not Gun with
No. It's not Rhett Butler.
Is that his name? That's not his name.
The guy from Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it.
It's not. No,
I'm admitting.
That was something
confidence.
That was something
Confidence in
Bogart.
No, it's Rhettt, but I feel like I might have the last name wrong.
You went spelling on us.
Yeah.
Hey, get fancy. All
Can
I know is
don't know.
this was a great ambiance. Like,
we
great
get our
room.
producer, Jeff, can you fact check that? The main actor in Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
With the proper spelling.
Don't bring
proper
up
spelling.
Don't bring up the other movie or the other actor's name, because Carrie still wants people to guess that. We can't say that Marilyn Monroe did join us.
Yes.
Do you know what movie she's in, Carrie?
Gentlemen prefer blondes.
Yeah, that's
Was it
one.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes! I completely guessed on that.
Rhett Butler.
Rhett Butler.
How do you spell it, though? How do you spell it?
R-H-E-T-T. And then
Got it.
a
How do you
body.
spell it, though?
Yeah.
How do you-
Mike.
I
That's,
was saying like Gret Butler. I'm like, what are you talking
that's
about?
that last
Drop?
word. Yeah, but how do you spell that name?
Yeah.
Because he didn't say you spell it that way.
I did say I spelled it.
No,
Think
you
so,
did.
right?
He's trying to.
Yeah, I was
he's
trying.
to deny you it.
I mean,
He's
you
trying
went
to
like
deny
full
you it.
like
He's
fifth grade spelling
He's like,
bee
what's the
right
spelling
there.
on it?
You were like very confident. Like, can I have it in a sentence, please?
Can I go back to one thing though? What animals did you guys ride?
Read.
Read.
What animals? Who did you read to on the carousel? What animals did you ride?
So I wanted to ride the dragon, but
Dragon's
it didn't go
cool.
up and down.
there was a dragon.
There
up
was a
there?
dragon. There was
I
a little
didn't
dragon.
see
There was
it.
a dragon little bench, but they were like, you got to do the ones up and down. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're right. So I got the peacock, because you got to let me fly, Captain.
You got Captain.
That was a great one.
No, I couldn't see you because you were on the opposite side. So
Yeah.
every time, like
I know I could barely see you
the
at
music
all.
box, but
'Cause
I
you were
saw
on
your
the
animal.
moose.
Yeah.
weren't you?
I rode the moose.
What animal was I on?
I don't know.
None of us can.
So I have
think
a
it's
video.
a kangaroo.
I have
thought
a
it was
video of me
kangaroo.
on it, and I'm literally like, "This is me on this."
Right.
Jeff thinks he's on a jackalope, and there's Carrie over there. I don't know what he's on.
Because it was like it was holding like a present. I still didn't get it.
What were you on?
Jackalope.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's a weird animal.
But no, I wanted the bench. Like I want to go old school, like carousel. Like there's always that one bench that
gorilla?
nobody sat on.
Yeah.
I would sit on the bench.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
then,
wanted
like,
to sit
right,
on the
you get up
dragon,
and
but
down,
it was
right?
a bench, and I
Yeah.
was
Did
like,
you
you
fold
have
your
to do
arms
the
and pout
experience.
when you sat on the bench? Is this when your parents dragged you on the carousel and you're
I
like,
want to be here.
Listen, man.
They took my favorite
They
horse
didn't give me
out
the
there.
foot-long corn dog like I asked for.
that kid that would wave at me took my dragon.
He took my joy. He took my joy.
I want to wait for the next turn. No, we're going to get on now. I want to wait for the next one.
Took my joy.
I couldn't believe that nobody waved. Like nobody waves anymore. I was trying to have an interaction with this little kid. Probably the wrong way to say that. But I just wanted to wave. I wanted a nice.
We may need to cut that part.
It was fun though. But we've had a great tour guide.
The tour guide read to us on the
That guy
carousel.
Chris. That guy Chris.
Chris, that guy.
Is it Chris?
It's
Yeah.
Chris. It's Chris.
Well, see, this is the thing. It's almost.
Littlefoot. Thank you,
Littlefoot.
Littlefoot.
But as I said, like, so he's like, just tell people you know Chris. And at first I'm like, I don't know if that's you or not.
I don't know.
Right? So I was like, so just tell me you know Chris, right? He's like, yeah, I'm kind of known here. I'm like, gotcha.
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 So yeah, so the story was there was a like local celebrity basically who did all the like the Frozen Dead Guy days, everything else, the town stuff that he'd do all the announcing and the emceeing, and he was named Bigfoot. And so he kind of like handed the baton to this guy, so he took on the name Littlefoot, and is kind of taking that over. He's here. That's what he's here at Nederland Film Festival for, is doing the emceeing in between. He does the Frozen Dead Guys thing now, and then he brought up other things I think around the
Yeah.
holidays and stuff. I think we were just too excited about the carousel to.
Oh,
remember
childlike
that.
excitement. Like,
Yeah.
like I haven't had that in a while.
He even paid for us. He made sure we did this. So if you're up in Nederland, no S,
No.
you gotta check it out. It'll make sense. But the pictures, seeing those pictures. But as we talked about leaving that organ,
Yeah.
that
That
thing.
organ. And the thing, the
My
size
God,
of
100
it.
years
Can you imagine
old?
the size of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's apparently so loud. Like, that box, which I thought was to protect it, is protecting us from the sound of it.
Had like a hole this big to where it could get the sound out.
Yeah.
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 So it's
cool.
probably like soundproof, shatterproof gas. Somebody probably just fell into the window behind this. If you heard that thump.
No, that's that dude lifting weights. He put
There's
too
been
much up.
lifting weights here for 5
But it was
hours.
clean.
No, no,
but
no.
it was a clean press. Let's just make sure
Hold on.
it was clean.
There's too many people here that know Project Nerd. Shocking amount of people in Netherlands. So he might know us, and then you're gonna make fun of him, and he's gonna squish you. He's gonna squish
He
you.
just squish you because all I said he was working out for 5 hours.
I
He
was
was though. He really was.
More applause to you because
He
I
was here
can't.
all day.
I
Dude,
go
I-
2.5 max.
Listen
and
though,
I'm like,
but I want to have a roasting show
I haven't
because
told
I
you
want to
yet
get that
about
guy on. One, he had a silver ponytail,
Yes.
which was hard to look at because he's wearing the old school Gold's Gym.
I didn't-
I can't talk about it because I just want to go off for 5 minutes.
I didn't want to say this.
Weightlifting belt.
He didn't. He had the chain.
I
He had
Is
the
that what it
chain.
was?
I really didn't want to say this, but I'm only going to say this, and it's not mean-spirited. He looked like Rick from Rick and Morty when he got buff. He did. I'm just saying.
I was this old. I was this old when I thought about it.
Episode's over, season's over. That's it.
I killed him and I come on one episode.
You can't follow that. Like, that was the greatest. Now I just want to like.
I have to take off my glasses to move the tear.
I'm sorry, just imagine a
Wipe
real
away
life
the tear.
Rick, like the buff Rick from Rick and Morty, where he's stopping people down
It's
to
so
DMX with his granddaughter. It's hilarious.
X going, give it to
And it's
me.
obviously it's not been in a bad way, so please don't squash me.
No,
I mean, that's actually a compliment.
I think it is a compliment.
he was doing a great. He had some big. He might want to spend more time on leg day. Is the only thing I have to say. But
Not saying anything.
He's too busy running out in the snow. You
I was
know,
trying
he
to
wasn't
make
out
the
there
jokes.
jogging in the 3 feet of
Kerry
snow that
has
we
this
had.
problem with people who run in bad
I do
light
not.
for
That's
some
not at
reason.
all.
He got so angry on the way
He
up.
did.
I didn't.
He
I
did.
didn't.
Who do you think you are running in the snow?
That is like word for word quote of what Kerry did. To
I believe there's a little bit less of the tone there. I am fascinated by anybody who chooses to run.
I think you were shouting.
You were shouting.
And then you made a comment because I was like, "Oh, that Volvo couldn't handle the snow because it's pulled aside the road." And you're like, "It's probably that guy
I'm sorry,
running in the
The
snow."
runner's car.
Yeah, it's probably
Oh,
that
in
guy.
the snow.
I had to drown out the Justin Timberlake on the radio.
JT's
So yes, I had to raise my voice a little
Leave
bit.
my boy out of this. It's okay, JT.
I'm sorry.
Get back.
I still I had to raise my voice over the musical ambiance you were creating for us on our
We weren't listening
entry
to
into
Justin
the film
Timberlake at that
festival.
time. We were listening to insert something here.
Oh yeah, no, we'll wait until you find a better. You want what else? There was nothing else.
We might have been.
No, you had
was it
just
Childish
skipped Bruno
Gambino?
Mars.
Exactly.
No, yeah, because you guys didn't want to listen to some Bruno
No,
Mars.
you went hard
I said
Jay-Z.
nothing the whole trip.
Oh, were we on Jay-Z?
We were
I
on
said
Jay-Z.
nothing the whole
We were
trip.
on.
Whatever, dude. You made a comment about. No, this is a little too romantic of Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
If we're
yeah.
gonna listen to Bruno Mars in a car full of guys, we need it to be more like something you guys named a few.
So I was
times.
just creating the comedic element of making fun of the jogger
Oh, is that what
was
you,
running in
is
the
that
snow.
what you call what you do?
My
Creating a comedic element.
Exactly.
Okay, just curious.
Comedic director.
That's the same as an interesting artistic choice.
Yeah. I feel like I should just
I'm
make
gonna have to question
acronyms.
your artistic choice here.
But I cannot figure out acronyms. How many times did I miss the description of what Jackie did here? Now you guys say it. Say
Social
it.
media coordinator for Colorado Film Festivals.
I feel
Colorado Festival Production.
There you go. See? Yes, exactly. Yeah. See, you can't even do it right. I'm like, why do you need my titles? But she was amazing. I really enjoyed
I work
her.
with the person who edits this, so I can be like, cut that part.
Yeah.
Oh, your question again? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's. No, I'm not gonna get it.
You can't do it again, can you?
Social media coordinator for Colorado Festival Production.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was pretty easy.
No, the
Pause.
best part is, so the interviews from this, they're some good interviews. You just interviewed, what was his name?
Justin.
Justin.
Mhm.
For some, like, crazy, it sounded crazy. Like
It's
a
yeah,
Iceland
he's
bike
talking
documentary.
an Iceland an Iceland trail, basically that was discovered a long time ago in history over there, but nobody would go through it because the terrain was just so crazy to try and navigate through. So he took that shortcut instead of taking the other ways just to see, and he said it took him 7 days.
Yeah.
On bicycle, him
Yeah.
and another person.
And
on
he got
bicycle.
stuck in a storm.
Yeah.
He skated over that whole thing like, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
6 days, then he got stuck in a storm.
Well,
Like,
I was like,
a
excuse me.
storm in Iceland?
Yeah, right. He's like, we would have in 6 days, but we got stuck in a storm for that 7th day. Next question.
Yeah.
Like, that's what basically.
Because you guys know what it's like to be stuck in a storm in Iceland.
But then he goes into the fireworks thing about like,
Yeah.
just the fireworks like shooting you in the face.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all this stuff.
I'm
It's
like, what is
I
happening?
love when he's
Yeah.
like, oh, the kids are running around with them. Like, okay, there's so many. There's kids that have
Yeah.
fireworks.
They're-
All right,
yeah.
they're running around with fireworks and they fall and they just go off.
How casually he said, sometimes they go in the crowd and just explode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
What?
and sometimes they hit the side of the building. Those two things are very different.
And they're not supposed
but I just want to say,
happen.
like, I've never heard someone come up with a tagline during like mid-interview. Your potluck of fireworks.
There you go.
Was like one of my favorite things that was said
Potluck of
this entire time we've been here. Because I was like, that was completely spontaneous and the greatest way to describe that. Because I'm just thinking like,
It just
Sarah, you can't bring in the bottle rockets again.
We have enough
It's like a
sprinklers
corporate
this year.
event.
Stop it.
Sarah, you brought those bottle rockets last year and nobody liked
I
them.
feel like it's just like Sarah from HR, you know? It's like,
Sarah, I told
She brought
you,
the sprinklers again.
nobody likes the moon whistlers. They're so annoying, Sarah.
Sparkler, Sarah, really? 3 years
she
in
likes
a row.
the snail one, you know, like puts the cigarette into it and
It
just
just
goes.
goes.
That's what, like, That's my picture of like potluck of fireworks.
Did you bring me a pinwheel that I have to staple?
Oh.
It shoots in a circle.
That was honestly one of my favorite things because it was so impromptu and it was one of the great.
It was.
And you were serious about it. He's kind of like, actually, yeah, it sounds about right of what we experienced. And it was one of the coolest things.
Yeah, he did. He popped in my mind. He came up with the energy. I was like,
that dude was cool.
we can talk about it. Yeah. We can talk. We can have this conversation. I don't have to guide you.
Some good interviews there.
It was
we
good.
did. We and Melinda and Jackie.
Amazing.
Kind of brought up. They really kind of running this gig.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few other people around here. We hate to omit anybody, but there is a handful of people that definitely contribute to the film festival. It's never going to be two people running it.
Yeah.
If it is, they're never going to do it again.
But for the second one,
no, he's the
this has
second
been
one.
amazing
So
to
I
see
had
the way they've done it.
I had a phone call with Melinda this week to talk about us being out here, and always the second one. She apologized because she's like, it's taking me so long to get back to you. She goes, we had our curator, who we hired, and she was a little too green, but kind of overpromised, and then panicked and just quit. So like the past few weeks, the person who's supposed to be assembling everything, while they're doing their other roles, there is no
Nowhere to
person.
be found.
Yeah. So they're filling in for it and everything, and it's still gone off without a hitch, even with bad weather out there.
Yeah.
They've got people in every screening block. We've had some of the filmmakers come out, people that are going to be here tomorrow that have came out early to talk to us so they can get their interview in. Parents, you sat down with some parents.
I sat down with parents of a director.
I think
That was
first
pretty
time
interesting.
that was a great way to talk about a movie. Like, I mean, you always say like the parents, they said it, they're biased.
You didn't get enough dirt,
they're
though.
right.
Yeah.
You didn't pull out enough.
I know. I just wanted to be like, so the
We could've
times he didn't
blackmailed
do his
this guy.
homework.
Yeah.
We could have blackmailed this guy.
Oh, man.
Just with the look in their eyes when they're describing it, I was like, I can't do that.
They're too happy.
I was like, oh, you're so happy.
But that would just guarantee we always get the director because we'll put out like, oh, you don't want to do an interview? We're going to get your parents.
We're gonna traumatize.
We're going to bring in your parents.
You better make sure your parents. Make sure your parents never show up to an
Stacy?
interview because I'm gonna get every dirt out of you.
I thought it was great. One of the first, at least I don't know if maybe Project Nerd first, but that was one of the coolest things to hear directly from the parents of the filmmaker.
Yeah.
In a film, it's only, 3.5 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's like 3.5
minutes.
minutes.
It's crazy. I thought it was hilarious. Like, they're like, you're going to interview parents. Like, of who?
Yeah,
You
I was
know,
like,
it's-
of the director. I was like, all right. But
It was awesome.
it was interesting. They seemed to enjoy it. It was interesting, so it was good.
Yeah, it was fun.
First time I've definitely ever interviewed parents. Like that's
I think it's always the other way around. Parents usually interview me.
yeah.
So it's going to be like, oh, yeah.
First of
you
all,
wanna date my
we
son?
had the earlier comment about you interacting with children, and now their parents are interviewing you for some reason. We getting a little concerned. A little concerned.
I am registered in the state of Colorado.
Registered what?
A registered voter.
Registered voter.
Time already passed, my friend.
You don't know when this episode
Yeah.
is. We get it out November 2020. November 1st, 2020.
Please vote.
In the future, just let's go do it.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Really fun interviews.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, but Jackie and Melinda to hear their, what I think, we got to see was the passion. With all the film festivals that they work with, with the, I didn't, was it Front Range Film Festival or was
Front
it?
Range in February.
Right.
Lions is in April. The Boulder Bruin Film Festival is in September. And then shortly before Halloween is the Dickens Horror Film Festival. And then I assume they haven't announced the 2019 dates yet for Nederland, but I'm assuming after this one we'll hear November again or so.
I think it's a great time to come up here.
Yeah, but you brought up their energy, their passion
Yeah.
for it, and it's huge because to relate it to it, which is good for them to think about in the future. We were just at Tallgrass Film Festival, 16 years there. We've been going there for a number of years, and we talk about the same volunteers, the same people working on it, the passion, how much the filmmakers love it. And you come over here and it's much smaller because it's only a second year,
Right.
but you're seeing that same energy and that same passion, and the filmmakers love it as much. So it makes you think Nederland better be ready because it's going to grow.
Yeah.
It's going to grow.
And I think it's good to have that energy, especially in the beginnings, going because that only just puts forward towards actually what you build towards. Because people that see that they're drawn to you, so they really want to participate even more to help you build that. And then you keep that same energy all the way through. That positive energy just helps everybody just like stay motivated and keep going through because it's fulfilling.
For sure. And you even had the CU student here as the projectionist volunteering his time.
Oh yeah.
Is it Brandon?
I thought it was Daniel, but I kept saying it,
Daniel,
and he didn't look at me, so I was like, either I got told wrong, or I think you're Daniel.
I forget names very easily, so I'm mad at this.
I tried. I know what the dog's name was because we've had an amazing service animal up here, and that's been probably
Is it a service animal?
Well, I call it a service animal. I think any animal over like 10 years old is a service animal at that point, right?
14.
It's a rescue, 14-year-old rescue.
Yeah.
Definitely at least part golden retriever, I assume. All
Some
of it.
part, yeah, it looks like some part,
Yeah. What's the dog's name then? You said you remembered it?
I
called you.
I could have came up with anyone, but I feel like I would disrespect
you.
the
Never
animal.
guessed. You could have said it's Bucky.
I know.
I'm like, cool.
Jackie, the social media coordinator, would have been like, actually, Kerry.
It's like Marilyn Monroe.
She would have called me Kelly
Comments.
first,
The
which would have been funny.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if in contact she kept calling me Kelly. I'm like, that's cool. I'll go with it.
Did she get?
Yeah, she kept calling me Kelly.
Good. She kept messing up. The funniest part about that interview, though, is we sit down. They're so happy for us to be out here. They're telling us thank you. We're getting them mic'd up and everything. And Carrie's over here like just butchering their title. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Melinda, that's gonna be a tough name to remember. Why don't you go ahead and say it? And like, I'm just sitting over there like. When I email them about Front Range, they're not going to reply. They're just not going to reply.
Like, you can't, but Kelly can't come. Be like, it's okay. We won't bring Kelly.
So I'm sitting there thinking, and then the cameras roll, and Carrie's just like, boom, name, title, film festival, everything. It's like, so you just act like a train wreck to get them all worried.
Mic drop, that was your mic drop.
I'm a professional, sir. I know my role. Mild professional.
The term professional is very loosely used these days. I mean,
I absolutely love them.
We'll say experience. We'll just say experience. Let's go with experience.
That was fun.
experience is still pushing it, but
experience is a very broad thing. So.
He's done an interview at this point. He's
Yeah.
on a podcast.
Go back and watch Doubting Thomas, out now on Project
We're not even at the film festival.
Oh, I can't plug Will's movie. I'm sorry, I can't plug Will's movie. My bad. I know what's your favorites.
Will, I'll give you his address for your training.
Don't make me register again, man.
Again?
On that note, but for real, we
Yeah.
are kind of out of time, but it's been a blast. Xander, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
We do usually let our guests plug stuff, so I know you do have other things going on.
Oh.
So why don't you tell people?
I also do professional wrestling and comedy and acting. So you can find me on social media at, it's going to be ridiculous.
Okay.
Blaxican Thunder. Yes, laugh.
I like it.
Let it out. I see it.
I like it. Here, let's go.
I see it.
We haven't even finished the episode yet, Kerry.
I see
We
it.
haven't even finished it.
There's no one else.
He's got it.
Nobody ever is.
He's got it.
Nobody ever is.
360.
What are you? I can't. All right, I'm closing this out because I can't even say. None of us can talk.
I'll ask them to put it below so you can follow it.
All right, that's another episode of I'm Not Famous. Iggy here, Project Nerd signing out. We'll catch you next week.
Still offering to the drum machine, you put another face on my heart. The stars symbol, the streaming color, the odd symbol of